Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about something I discovered recently, and I stumbled across an article. The article link is right there at the bottom. It's about all of these references in Pokemon to Pulseman, which is another game that Game Freak created. Game Freak's the people who produce Pokemon, or at least the video games. So they actually throw in a lot of stuff from Pulseman into Pokemon. So I thought it was pretty cool. All these references. So I liked it. I thought you guys might. So I made a little PowerPoint on it because I love my PowerPoints. So guys, who is Pulseman anyway? Pulseman, it's a game by Game Freak, same company who made Pokemon. Many of the staff members who worked on Pulseman would later go on to work on Pokemon, including some of these big wigs like Ken Sugimori, and he's the director of Pokemon and the main composer of Pokemon, Junichi Masuda. So a lot of staff members who worked on Pulseman came over, worked on Pokemon later on, and you'll see a lot of their old creation in Pokemon, believe it or not. So here's who Pulseman is, if you guys have no idea. I don't think the game, I'm not sure if the game ever got big. It was a Sega game, so I never played it, but apparently it did alright, I guess. So Pulseman's quick history, just to give you guys like a solid understanding of what happened and who he is. 21st century, this scientist, computer engineer guy, Doc Yoshiyama, created the world's most advanced artificial intelligence. So he created a thinking and feeling girl called Sea Life in a computer. So she could think, she could feel, stuck in a computer, named her Sea Life. The doctor soon fell in love with Sea Life, like romantically, so he digitized himself into his computer, where the two proceeded to make love, and they did that by combining his DNA with her program core. So somehow that worked. Guys, it's fiction, whatever. Pulseman was born between those two making love, so he was like their child. So he's half human and half Sea Life. Being half human, he wasn't stuck into the computer. He could actually leave the computer. So that's his half human side, and his half Sea Life side allowed him to use electricity as a power. He could channel electricity through his body, using it as both a weapon and a method of quick transportation. Unfortunately, Doc Yoshiyama, whatever, stayed in the computer world for too long, and it corrupted him. He later returned to the human world as an evil doctor, Dr. Waruyama, whom Pulseman must now fight against to protect the world. So now Pulseman is sadly fighting against his dad because his dad got all warped from being in the computer too long. Kind of sad, but pretty interesting backstory. Okay, so I'm going to go through a number of these references and, got some pictures here. Don't got to take up a huge bit of your time since they're just small, but I thought they were cool. So the computer Pulseman was born in is actually named Saint Anne. Guess what's also the name of something in Pokemon? You know the ship, guys, you take off of Celadon City, the SS Anne, Saint Anne? Same thing. That's where they got the name from. They actually just took it from the computer on which Pulseman was born. Second, Ledian itself, I mentioned this in a different video, Pokemon Facts, if you guys haven't checked it out. Pretty cool, 10 somewhat unknown Pokemon Facts, maybe more, I don't know if we're doing more, but I mentioned it there. Ledian and Pulseman bear a strong resemblance to each other. So Pulseman obviously came first. They were making more Pokemon later on. They're like, hey, we need another Pokemon design. Let's base one off of Pulseman. Look at those white fists. Look at the color scheme. There's a pointed thing. They obviously Pokemonized it. That's not a real word, but they made it more suited for Pokemon. But it definitely has inspiration drawn from Pulseman. You even down to like the red shoes and stuff, guys. So I thought that was pretty cool. Reference 2.5. A lot of people think Rotom bears a strong resemblance to like Pulseman's head. Although the people who made Pokemon said that it's more inspired by the unexplained phenomenon of ball lightning. I don't know too much about that, but I added it because a lot of people are like, hey, Rotom's totally Pulseman. Kinda like look at its head, but not really. 3. Remoraid, guys. Remoraid resembles the gunfish enemy seen in Stage 6 of Pulseman. They are both a combination of a fish and revolver pistols. I've got a picture for right down there. They do look pretty similar, and this is where Remoraid's design came off of, was, the Pulseman enemy they made previously. 4th, Exatsu. It resembles the bird enemy on Stage 2 of Pulseman. They both share the same color scheme and a similar shape. You can see the bird. It's a little fuzzy because I had to go into the game and like take screenshots, but so those things are like, look how similar. That's ridiculously similar. That's really close. So that's Exatsu before Exatsu even existed. 5, Registeel. Apparently Registeel's design is the same as the boss in Stage 4 of Pulseman. I can kind of see where they're coming from with this. The boss, I looked through the whole video. It's just that head. So I guess it's just like, the body part of Registeel was influenced by that. But I can see where it's coming from. Doesn't look as close as Xatu does, but I thought that was pretty cool. Especially because it was like a boss, Sixth, Vault Tackle. Vault Tackle itself, in Japanese, is Voltisur. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Which is the name of Pulseman's signature attack. And you can see that in the right picture right there. In this attack, he flies around in a ball of electricity. On the left, you can see Pikachu using Vault Tackle in Pokemon. That was an attack introduced later in the series, obviously. And if you ever played Super Smash Bros. Brawl and you get a Smash Ball with Pikachu, it is the Voltisur attack. Like, that's exactly, he looks exactly like that thing on the right. He just flies around like that. So that's where, Pikachu's Vault Tackle move comes from. It's straight from Pulseman. Team Galactic, reference 7. Team Galactic's name literally translates in Japanese to Galaxy Gang, which is the same name of the evil group under Doc Waruyama. So Doc Waruyama's gang is the Galaxy Gang. Later on, Pokemon made one of their team, villains, Team Galactic. Furthermore, Charon's design is speculated to have been based off of Doc Waruyama. It's not super close, but like you can kind of see like 2 tufts of hair being spiked out, and then it's not super close. Okay, whatever. That's just what they say. But the Team Galactic name definitely comes from Pulseman itself. They're the same exact name. Reference 8, May. May from Pokemon may very well be based off of Lisa Hatfield, who is a newspaper reporter in Pulseman. She really doesn't play a huge role in the game, Lisa Hatfield, because she really only shows up like a couple times just to give a little bit of narration. But if you look at them, her hair and May's hair kind of, they part pretty significantly like that. They're both wearing red. They got a little blue thing on their shirt. I definitely see the reference here. I can definitely, imagine that that's pretty close. Although I'm really glad May's May because she's way more attractive than Lisa is. No offense, Lisa. Reference 9, Barry's battle music. This one's really cool, guys. Barry's battle music has several notes that are similar to a part of Neo Tokyo's music from Pulseman. So Neo Tokyo is the town in Pulseman. They both have similar pieces of the music. So there's also a lot of other music in Pulseman and Pokemon that share stuff because like I said, the main composer Junichi Masuda worked on both. But let me just play you guys it really quick. This one starts at 34. Try to remember the beat from this one because then I'm going to play the next one and we're going to see if you can tell the difference. Okay, so I'm going to shut up now for real quick. Okay, so that's Neo Tokyo, and if you're a big fan of Pokemon, that probably already sounds familiar to you. If not, I will play you Barry's theme right here. And tell me if you don't think it sounds the same, because I do. I'm going to try to stop it. No, stop. See, those notes are very, very similar, if not like the exact same. So, guys, battle music from Barry, Neo Tokyo's music, along with other pieces in the series, are very similar between the two. Thought that was pretty cool. And, guys, that's going to conclude the references from Pulseman to Pokemon. It's really cool that they were able to incorporate some of their stuff from an older game of theirs that they all worked hard on, and it still plays a role in Pokemon today. I thought that was cool. I guys hope you liked it. Please let me know if you guys like these random facts that I'm sharing with you guys. If you hate them, let me know because then I won't do them anymore. I thought this was cool though. Didn't know anything about Pulseman. Now I feel like I do kind of a little bit. Hope you guys do too. Thanks for watching as always, guys, and always just leave me a comment or leave me a like. Either one. Appreciate every single one. Really do.